You'll look younger, smaller, lighter, fuller, tighter, thinner, softer. It really works.
The previous clip is a good example of one of the abuses of popular culture. Advertising can create unrealistic expectations, which can have a negative impact on young Singaporeans' perceptions of beauty.
Advertising is also a medium of popular culture that consumers rarely deconstruct or interact with, meaning that the secondary discourse that's present in these ads are absorbed subconsciously and thus become a kind of norm.
But we're curious to see how these ads will actually impact young Singaporeans and whether these people are aware of these impacts. We will ask several students their definitions of beauty and how they think these ads affect that definition. So the first question we asked young Singaporeans was, to you, what makes a person beautiful?
Confidence.
Confidence?
Yeah.
Anything else? Are there any specific characteristics?
I don't know, attitude-wise. Just be outgoing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're outgoing, when you're confident, you just appear beautiful. Personally, I feel that personality and confidence more than the physical outlook.
Wow. Personality, I guess, and I tend to look at the face. So a pretty looking face makes someone beautiful, I guess.
And what about a pretty face? What makes a face pretty?
You're talking about Asian definition of beauty. So typical Asian beauty would mean that the person has flawless skin, whiter looking skin, and preferably without moles and freckles, etc., etc. I guess big eyes, strong features.
The eye, facial features, dressing.
What about you?
Did you mean superficially or
Either way.
character-wise?
I think beauty is very subjective. I think there's a lot of elements that contributes to what beauty is, and that for me it is the way someone dresses. I'm not really particular about how their face looks like, but I think it's their charm and the way they carry themselves, the way they dress, the way they walk, the things that they say, and the way they think, and the way they express themselves. Amen.
Beauty has two definitions. First, there's the inner beauty, and there's the superficial. And they are mutually exclusive, or can overlap as well. Superficial beauty will just encompass of physical appearance, how attractive they are, their sex appeal, and that would be how big they are, their looks, their facial structure, anything superficial. And inner beauty, I guess, would be what they do, their behavior, what their motives are. Yeah, that's my definition of beauty.
Mostly, definitely physical attributes contribute a lot, and the way the person sort of decorates he or herself, that whether he chooses to maybe accentuate his features or maybe hide certain features that he deems very that he does not think is attractive to other people.
What would that be?
For example, maybe someone might use makeup to conceal conceal wrinkles, or to conceal maybe certain if the skin tone is very uneven or something like that.
So we then showed this magazine advertisement, which is for a skincare product, and asked the participants whether or not they thought she was beautiful and why. Yeah? And what specifically about her? Is there anything?
Actually, I really feel that her skin looks very good.
Yeah? What about her skin?
Very clear, there's no any acne or skin problems. And she looks very clean, very neat. Yeah.
I don't think she's beautiful.
What makes her not beautiful?
I think yes, she has perfect complexion and nice skin, eyebrows, all lipstick all done, but as in there's no appeal to me, I guess. I guess that's a preference here.
I think she's alright looking, she's pretty, but I can't, like, based on that picture, I can't tell whether she's beautiful because I like I said, like, it's a whole package, it's not just the face, right? So for me, she looks alright, but she's not beautiful, she's pretty, I guess.
So I think that makes her pretty.
What makes her pretty? For me, she's alright, she has good skin, and that's about it. But I can tell why a lot of people would think she's very pretty.
Why would that be?
Well, because she is the epitome of the perfect Asian woman, she has really fair skin that is very like well sought, like people sought after. Really fair skin. It glows. She has larger than average Asian eyes, and she's slim, and she has that V-shaped thing which a lot of people are trying to push for now. Do you notice? Like creams that make your face shape change, like V. Like it goes like that. It's called the V shape. And she has that. So I would think that a lot of girls would think she's pretty.
Yeah, I think she is.
What characteristics make her beautiful?
Well, on first sight, I think definitely would be the skin tone. As in, it's shown in the picture that she has very radiant skin, and obviously very well maintained.
Anything else that makes her pretty?
Maybe the way that she's photographed.
Finally, we asked whether these Singaporeans thought advertising had a significant impact on their definitions of beauty, and if so, how?
Definitely. We've been exposed to advertising since young, and so we are socially engineered to think that there's a definition for beauty, and it's what the media presents them to us. And we grew up that way, thinking that that's the beauty, and it's sort of inbuilt in us to think that way.
Would you think it has an effect on your perception?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Going out of
I think it's a chicken and egg problem where advertising reinforces our perception of beauty, but at the same time, after a while, you sort of think that it is the definition of beauty anyways. So when you look at a normal person who is not in an ad, you sort of judge that person by that standard because it's what you've seen your whole life. So that's what I think.
It definitely sets the standard, I would say.
Yeah, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
It can be both good and bad because now more brands are actually going towards the unconventional side of advertising. Like they will say stuff like big is beautiful as well. So it really can go both ways depending.
Yeah, especially with a lot of advertising for makeup and slimming and all that. So it's like people think beauty is makeup, slim, skinny is beautiful and that kind of thing.
It does sometimes because when you look at cosmetic products advertisement, you'll be like, oh, she looks so good when she has makeup on and she looks so different when she doesn't have makeup on. So sometimes I feel that people with makeup on are generally more beautiful than people without makeup. But actually people are beautiful, it's just a different perspective of beautiful. Yeah.
Subconsciously, yeah. Because advertising is what is ideal. So a lot of us are influenced by what is ideal based on watching adverts, print adverts and stuff like that, I think the main, the very purpose of advertising is to push for their products, and how they do that is to glamorize a certain image and to make a certain woman appealing, a certain image of a woman appealing to people, and a lot of girls would want to look like them and be like them and stuff like that. So yeah, it has a lot of influence in how people perceive beauty.
Definitely to a certain extent, definitely affects our perception of beauty. For example, as we continue to see pictures of probably Photoshop pictures of models that look perfect or look close to perfect, it will start to affect our perception of beauty to somebody which looks similar to these other people.
Through these interviews, it is evident that advertising does in fact have a significant impact on Singaporean definitions of beauty. Several of the participants have implied or identified advertising's creation of an Asian beauty identity or ideal. By selling and advertising products such as whitening creams, companies are reinforcing an idea of how Singaporean women should look.
The secondary discourse that's present in these ads, even a simple print ad of a typically beautiful woman, is thus very influential and affects Singaporean views of beauty. Though many people, as you have just seen, are aware of this fact, they are still unable to resist against this influence. Some even deny the fact that advertising has an effect on their definition of beauty, yet they continue to define beauty in the way that these secondary discourses dictate.
There are obvious abuses of popular culture, in this case advertising. However, there are several positive uses of it as well. Advertising can be used to reinforce positive self-image and views of beauty, as Dove, for example, has done with their self-esteem funds ad. Hopefully this model of advertising will continue to be utilized, and hopefully it will be these ads that will define beauty in the future.
Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you call me up because you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors.